Good evening, everybody. Waiting for our
Hello.
guest to arrive.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't arrived yet, but I think last week we did circles, so this week we'll do the squares because hip to be square. Remember that song?
Oh yeah, I remember that song.
Say hi to all one, two, three, four of you, or however many are here. I don't know. Valhalla was here first.
Hello,
Asked if
Valhalla.
everybody had a great day. They had a great day today. Then Timothy came in, metal detecting
Tim.
adventure time.
Hello, Tim.
And then Wayne, expressions from the outdoors.
Hey,
And
Wayno.
Patrick Parker, Mark, the other Mark, is over at Beard. He'll be over here probably about 8:30. I mean
Mr.
8 o'clock.
Parker, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
Hey, it's
So
Colleen.
actually, oh yeah, and Lucky Duck. Sorry, Lucky Duck. Totally right over you. Rob was streaming the
Yeah.
hurricane. Patty Dirt Clyde. Okay, while you all are coming in, I'm going to go ahead and bring our guest up this evening.
Hey, Patty.
Just wave if you're ready, because I can see you. Oh, yeah, she's ready. Here she goes. Oh,
Oh, we got royalty in the house. Hey, Gypsy.
Oh,
we're
thanks for
not worthy. We're not worthy.
that's not
Royalty.
that's not true. That's not true.
I
How are
even wore
y'all?
this shirt.
Oh, love the shirt.
Either it shrunk or I got bigger.
Oh,
Just a couple more hellos. We got somebody new in our
Hey,
chat tonight.
Leland.
Lance McEwen. I'm not going to say your last name, Lance.
Lance, welcome to
My,
the Nut Show.
I can't even say your first name.
Hey,
Lance,
Georgianne.
Outcast Metal Detecting. What's up, guys? I'll show everybody who you are. There you go.
Hi, Lana.
Georgianne,
hi,
Crazy
Lance.
About Mercury. She said, Crazy About a Mercury said, we are ready for her. Everybody's
Oh,
here for you tonight.
Hey, Marty.
We're going to talk
Joan.
about a lot of fun things going on in Miss Gypsy's world. Been busy, 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 busy.
you're
Shannon.
busy.
Not like me. I ain't done squat.
Oh,
Um, Cuz, what's up, Cuz? uh, Tom Kingery, Marty, Rumi. Marty was my roommate at the Detecting the Heartland. Workman's and the Butt Files. What's
Hey,
up?
Workman and
Everybody
Bud.
saying hi to Gypsy. Can you see the chat?
yeah. Oh no, I'm not where I'm at.
Oh,
Uh,
so I'll pick one
Sorry.
so you can see it all night long.
So you'll have to tell me.
Everybody's saying it. There it is. Colleen said it. Hello, Gypsy.
Hey, Lucky Duck.
Uh, and everybody else. Leanne Crawford, how you doing tonight, Leanne? Really, really cool person right there. Oh,
Oh,
here's
hey,
Mark.
there he is.
Yep. So we got Patrick and Mark. We got
mhm.
Patrick Parker and Mark Trailer. And if you take their two names, you have
Mark Parker.
Mark Parker. So all right, we're getting a little crowd tonight. That's awesome. I'm
Oh, yeah.
pretty excited to have Gypsy on tonight. So I did share this with Mark. This you guys came last week, and I know you don't know what that is, but this is my medical retirement paperwork.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I've decided I no longer want to work in pain. Since my shoulder is doing better, I know they're going to be like, "Oh, you need to go to work," and I'm going, "Nope,
No, you don't need to do that anymore.
no, I can't." I went. I was telling Mark before we went live, and when I was texting you, that I went to the Staten Island History Hunters open hunt um,
Mhm.
this past Sunday. Now they do it once a year. Hopefully, one year you can make it. It's Indiana Tones. I know you've seen his name in the chats.
Mhm.
That's Lou. And Sherlock Tones is Mike Detrani. And they are the president and vice president of Staten Island History Hunters. And they put on their first hunt last year. It's all seated. They put on their first hunt last year. And it was, I mean, for an all seated hunt, I can't even say how impressed I was.
Wow.
Like, I was over the top impressed. It was really well run. They learned a lot from other events. Um, the prizes were just endless. And then, so of course, I'm going to go this year too. Once again, they outdid themselves. It was awesome. But so I did the first hunt, and what I did was with my shoulder, I just kept my elbow to my side and just moved my hand.
Oh man.
So I did the first hunt. I did well. You know, I got a few silvers, not too many, but I sent all the silvers I got this weekend. I'm sending to Scott Lannon. And as a matter of fact, the box weighs probably 15 pounds, and it's all silver and
Wow.
wheat cents. Yeah. And then the second hunt was for the gold. That's the optional hunt. Last year I found the second token. This year I found the second to last token.
Wow.
So I got gold both years. Last year Metal Detector NYC was in it. He didn't do it this year. He was there at 4XP, and he was going around filming. So I'm sure you'll see my waddling behind out there. So I did okay in that. I was a little sore afterwards with my back, but I was like, well, it's been a while. I went and sat down, chilled out for a while till they did the third hunt, and I lasted maybe a minute in the third hunt, and then I had to leave the field. Patty D, I guess that's Patty Disharoon. She changed it to
Yep.
Patty D.
Patty D.
Patty D.
Okay, Gypsy, we need to know what's in the thermos.
Just water.
Oh, come on.
Just water. That's
Well, you
all that
could
goes
say
in
it's
this
like
one.
something
There
else.
ain't
Nobody.
no water in this one.
Yeah, it's in
No
this one.
adult beverage tonight. I'm trying to be more healthy. Healthy choices lately.
I got water too, but I put that weird, nasty cherry stuff in it.
Hey, Yodi.
So enough about me anyway. Yeah. Hey, Yodis. Still gonna be a while for my back, but you know, it was a good time anyway. That's all that matters. I mainly also did it. It was one of the few I planned this year, 4 months after surgery. So I was like, I should be okay. And I wanted to get more silvers for Scott because this year I didn't do many hunts, and that's where I get all my silvers. And everybody knows I have my little silver bowl that I use for my giveaways that I fill from all my seated hunts. And as you can see, I sent him a lot of silver.
It's
I
getting
left a few in
low.
there. Huh?
It's getting low.
Yeah, I just stuck my hand in and grabbed a handful. So he's getting a lot of silvers from me.
That's
And
nice.
to anybody that did it, that's in the chat that donated to the Ansley Kate fundraiser hunt, truly appreciate it. That's awesome. If you haven't, you still have time. He's going to plant everything on Thursday night. So you can contact me and get his address if you want to send some of the dimes and quarters you got laying around that you're not doing nothing with. Unless you're cashing them in because silver's up. That's enough about me anyway. So I think I talked about your hunt and shared it out quite a few times since you planned it. Hopefully that helped out. But I know that after last year's two events, or no, last fall was your
Last
first.
year was one, and then the year before there was one. So this is my third event.
Right. Okay. So after your first two, I know each time your tickets are depleting much more than they did the year before.
Yeah.
So you should be pretty much
Definitely.
sold out this time, right?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Well, hopefully we finish that tonight because uh, next year now you guys can hold me to this because this is a live stream and it's going to be in the library and you can bring it up. But you know, with medically retiring stuff, a lot of things are going to be changing. And one of is my money, and I talked to you about that a long time ago, Gypsy. So there's somebody in our chat that never gets to go to events, and it's a little hard for me to send this person to one. And I know that you're going to do this again next year because it's been a great success both times. Listening to you and Butch, I've been in the chat every time. It's getting like more epically awesome. I'm not sure you could top it next year, but I know you will. I know that there'll be more sponsors and more people wanting to become involved each year. So next year, Patty Disharoon, that's Patty D. She lives in Mesquite.
Yeah, not too
It's a
far
little
from me.
difficult for me to get her there this year, but next year, Patty D's going, just so you know.
That would be awesome.
Hey,
Love
squirrels.
to have you, Patty.
Hey, Gypsy. Patrick Parker had a question for you.
Sure.
He wants to know what type of machine do you use?
Well, right now I currently use, I just started using the new Vortex. the new Garrett Vortex. It'll be released very soon. They just put out a brand new update for us testing it, and I've got to upload it before I leave this weekend. I'm going to hunt over in Arkansas, and I'll be there at the Garrett booth and doing autographs and demoing the new machine. So I'm really excited about it. I did get to pre-test the beginning prototype back. Oh, that's been what, 3 or 4 months ago, I guess, when I
Oh,
first tested the first prototype, and that was back in New Hampshire. And I fell in love the first time because I was detecting behind an old tavern, and I was detecting in this big giant iron patch where two other machines went, one different brand. Uh, I won't say the brand, but one of the top sellers. And then the other was a Garrett AT Max. And I was out there uh,
Was it this one?
and
You could just nod or no.
maybe, maybe. So they had already went over that whole area, and I went back over it with the vortex, and boom, I got this amazing signal, and I thought, yeah, those signals that sound too good to be true. I'm
yep.
like, it's either a can, number one, or it's a maybe a flat piece of iron, because all we had all heard in that whole area was um, iron. It was just iron infested. I pulled out this little buckle about like this. Is colonial. It has these beautiful carvings on it, and
Wow.
I was like, "What?" So, um, I cannot wait to get it out and test it more. I did get to test it and use it for when I was filming in Arizona last week, and I was very impressed. It did help me find some things when we were filming. So, we were actually looking for evidence for it's actually an open case of a missing person. So, it performed beautifully then, and
Wow.
I didn't know all that much about the machine, so I'm still getting to know it and getting familiarized with it. So I'm hoping this weekend when I'm at the hunt in Arkansas, in Murfreesboro, at the Kadoha hunt that Brandon's putting on, that of course I'll be using it there while I'm there, and then demoing it as well and learning more about the machine. And hopefully I'll be able to pick up my water submersible headphones um,
Mm,
and go test it out in some water soon. I'm fingers crossed before it gets too cold.
yeah.
I just got a
Yeah.
couple quick hellos.
Hey,
Also, Diana, Crazy About a Mercury has a question. How heavy is the vortex? I already know because I watched the launch, but
hey, Charlie.
With the standard, what is it? Eight. What's the size of coil? It's like the,
it's coming with the one like the AT Pro had, right? It's a
yeah,
8 by 11 or
8 by 11.
something. Eight
Yeah,
by yeah.
with the standard coil, it weighs right exactly at 3 pounds.
It's not
Oh,
too
not too
bad.
bad.
I'm just saying the DS2 is still under 2.
Yeah. Well, when they come out with the smaller coils, I'm sure um, it'll be, you
Well,
know.
that's about where the Apex is at.
But you got to look at the other brands too, where they're sitting right at 3, maybe 3.5. So it's right around the same. Deus is definitely the lightest though.
Even
Um,
lighter
Very
when you
light.
take the little
yeah,
thing
yeah,
off. We got Dirty
definitely.
Paws, JVP. Dirty Paws wanted a Vortex, hasn't gotten it yet because they haven't. I think all the final
They're doing
testing
some
done.
final stuff to
Yeah.
it, and as soon as that is, you'll be getting yours. That means you'll be one of the very first to get it in your hands, probably before it actually hits the market.
Cool.
But just mention to Steve that I've been defending the crap out of Vortex online,
I
and
will. I will.
I messaged him about having him come on, but I don't think, unless I'm in his presence, he knows it's me.
Okay.
You know
Well,
what I
I'll
mean?
tell him. Yeah, I think they're kind of waiting for it to be released to go out
I just
anymore.
want him to come on
Public.
and just shut some of
Yeah.
the mouths up. It's like, well, we talked about it before it even,
Hmm.
before it was, when it was still a think,
Hmm.
before it become a thunk. And
Right.
I talked to Vaughn and I told you what I said to him, and I wasn't too far off, except for it
Right.
being in the, I thought it might be in the Pro Series, but outside of that, I wasn't very far off on all the things I called out: the smaller
Well,
housing, apex, the
when you
multi-frequency.
truthfully, it is because anytime you put it's an all terrain, so it would be the AT series is part of that
The all
series.
terrain, yeah. But
So
I think the Vortex may be a series to itself only because it is
it
true multi,
is because it is a triple
and then
machine
yeah,
and
it's
all
triple.
in one. So you can, get the what is it, the VX5, 7, and 9.
Yeah. So if you
Yeah.
buy the VX5, for those of you on a budget, if you buy the VX5, I'm sure you know by now, you may have heard, but we'll just go over it real quick. That if you buy the VX5, when you want to upgrade, like going from an AT Pro to an AT Max, you don't have to buy a whole separate new machine, unless you're super wealthy and don't care. But outside of that, you just upgrade to the next level or the two levels if you choose. Hey, old Pelon. I know there's quite a few of you I didn't get to say hi yet. Miss Charlie, Johnny Smallpepper, Viddy, West Shore Hobbies. I knew he was coming here. Viddy is USA Diggers. He's a dealer. So, um,
Yeah, and I think that's a brilliant marketing idea. Um, I think it's absolutely brilliant because so many of our things go in that. It's kind of a shame that our cell phones right now, you can always upgrade your plan and stuff like that. But really, after 2 to 3 years, usually your cell phone is toast or
mine was a
outdated.
year. Well,
Uh,
that's because they want you to buy a new one, a whole new.
right. You have to buy a
Yeah.
whole new one, which
Yeah.
is probably double what this machine is. So I think it's brilliant. And I mean, why not just be able to plug it in and upgrade that way for not much more money? So I think it's wonderful, and I think it shows the how innovative Garrett is, and also how competitive it really is, and how competitive it's bringing a whole new little taste to the market. Because, of course, it competes with the multi frequency, but it also has the new MD technology in it, which I think y'all are going to be loving that when you get one in your
Well,
hands.
I'm gonna. this
So,
this is the other thing I say to two people too, because they're like, well, I thought there would have been like, like Mind Lab coming out with the Manicore and things like that, and I'm like, well, the most popular um, models right now are in the mid price range. They're not the high end, they're not the low end, they're the mid price range. So if you're owning a business, are you going to put out the elite model that's super expensive and very few can buy? Or are you going to put out the cheaper, less put together? And I don't mean like the Aces and the Bounty Hunters are cheap. I just mean the mass products coming out of China. um, and to put in more hands that are machines that fail on them, and they're going to take them out of the hobby and they'll never upgrade. Now you're going to go after the biggest selling point, which is the mid range between like $400 and $800.
here's the thing, so many people have always tripped over prices. Garrett could have easily on um, that VX9. I think they could have easily asked for 899 or 999 or
No doubt,
1200
no doubt.
easily, and then you would get the opposite. Oh, it's too pricey.
And
So I mean, whatever.
that's the problem
Somebody's
with
going
the
to have to
technology
find
too. Right?
something.
You don't want to put, to use this other brand as an example, a Manicore type machine. Like I said, you don't want to put a solitary Manicore type
Alicia.
machine out there that very few can afford, or a CTX 30, which nobody, like there aren't many of us that can afford a CTX 3030.
Hmm.
And that is an awesome machine, but it's not awesome enough for me to spend 3 grand.
Right.
But And the other thing people are it's still, I thought they said it was going to be available in September. Well, it's only October, and this is what something I said to Vince Vaughn Garrett. I was going to say Vince Vaughn. Vaughn, I'm sure he wouldn't take that as an insult though. Vaughn Garrett, that I know that I told him, I know you guys, even though he's stepped down, but he's still involved. I said, I know you guys are gonna, hey Bondet, I know Jim Steele, I know that you guys are coming out with something
Jim.
for the mid market because of Nokta punching out machines for every price point, literally 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, $600. Every $100 they have a machine for. Mind Lab with their coming out with the 7 and 900 in the series with the 6 and 800. So you pretty much have every $100 covered for $400 there. I said, but I know the reason why that the machine's not being rushed out right now, and this was a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, is because Garrett's not going to put out the machine until it's not going to require upgrades, or
Right.
it's not going to need an upgrade for a nifty new thing we thought about after you purchase the machine.
For a long time. And you
What
know,
I understand with the Legend, a lot of people are confused now because they had to take something they came up with, people upgraded, and it's like underneath another program. So you have to search for a second time for it. It's like they want to put out a machine that's going to be right for you, right from the
right.
get-go. No upgrades unless you want to go from the 5 to 7 to 9, and no problems.
Yeah. And another thing that has always amazed me, because I've been doing this for 25 years, and way back when I very first became, back when I owned a brick and mortar metal detecting store and I sold metal detectors, what I was so amazed at with all of the detectors on the market at that time, Garrett always gave more bang for your buck.
Exactly.
And that's what I mean by, don't let that price fool you. You are getting a machine that is way more bang for that 499. I guarantee you.
Oh, I agree with you.
People are going to be so impressed. They could have easily asked, like I said, they could have easily put $1,200 on there, and no one would have blinked an eye.
Especially not Garrett fans. Hey, Zaxxon.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's I hear a lot of them whining you, but people forgot what was the machine that came out a couple of. It was the Legend, wasn't it? Where they were supposed to be releasing it, and there was a delay on the shipments,
Yeah.
and the dealers couldn't get
Yeah.
them in, and
Yep.
people forgot that.
Right.
But you know
And
what? I'm a gamer for years before I metal detected, and I never buy first gen because they rush them out at Christmas time, and there's always issues with the console. But when the company would take its time and put it out,
yes.
even if the timing was at Christmas time, but I knew they took 2 years to develop this console, then I would buy it right away. But if they were like, oh, we're coming out with the PlayStation, what are they on 5 now? So PlayStation 6, they announced it today and they're going to have it out in a month. I don't think I'll be buying it.
Right. Because anytime people rush the product out, and that kind of that concerns me with some of the other brands that are just barking them out, and there's only a little bit of this detector only has like this one little feature that this one doesn't have, when it's brilliant the way that Garrett has done it to put all these features in there, and um, do the, like the 5, 7, and 9. I mean, I think it's brilliant, honestly, when you really think about it and think about the marketing, and I think people are going to be amazed. So I can't wait. Now, Lance says, how long is the warranty going to be? Now, I have not heard on the Vortex, but I'm sure it is going to be exactly like all of their other products, which is always a 2-year warranty, 2-year factory warranty. And they have the best and impeccable thing on their products, where you send it back to Garrett and they're going to either fix it or they're going to send you back a new machine within those 2 years. So they always have the best warranties, in my opinion, um, the best customer service. So It's going to be great. And yes, it's rechargeable.
There you go. Oh yeah, Diana, you gotta remind me where you live because I did say next year I'd get you to an event, but you gotta remind me what state you're in so I can find one to take you to. Because I have CRS. It doesn't work well. Okay, so any more questions about the vortex? You got like 10 seconds to throw it in the chat because we're gonna get back to the event.
Right.
Because that's actually why Gypsy's here. But I'm glad I can answer. Well, I can't. I couldn't answer any questions. Gypsy answered them all. So, oh, Patrick Parker's back.
Hey, Patrick.
Oh, he left? I didn't realize he was gone.
He said, "Okay, I'm back." No, I think I saw a BRB earlier from him. So it looks like no more questions.
He gets the giveaway. Just kidding.
Yeah, she gave away the last 8 tickets or 5 tickets or however many. He wants to know. Patrick Parker wants to know what's your best find ever. I know it's hard to narrow it down to one, but
One of my best finds and one of my favorite finds I found this earlier this year when Garrett sent me to the Netherlands. I found the most amazing barrel tap from uh, I think they said the 14th century, somewhere in there.
nice.
So to me, it's pretty incredible. So
Yeah,
that's
imagine
one of
how
my
many logs were pulled from that, and
right. Can you
sitting
imagine?
at the
It's
pub
very
or the
crudely
tavern.
made. It's very
The
crudely
Netherlands
made
Mm.
out of brass too.
Did you
So
get to keep it?
yeah, I did. I've got it
Good.
probably in here somewhere, or it might be out in my relic room.
Oh, here's a question I don't think you've heard before. Leanne Crawford wants to know, where did you get your awesome hat? Okay, yeah,
Sorry.
Diana's in North Carolina. We could probably get her to an event next spring. I bet you.
Sorry, went down the wrong way.
Mhm.
She's
But
so excited to answer your question,
right.
Leanne.
So I ended up liking this hat so much. I get a compliment on it every day, maybe twice a day when I wear it, three sometimes. Um, if you go to Boot Barn, there's one in Longview, Texas. I got this one in Longview, Texas at Boot Barn. I think they have an
A
online
boot
presence.
barn.
It's called
Yeah,
Boot
I know. I
Barn.
was thinking something else too.
I didn't
Oh,
want to say anything.
I don't want to know what y'all are thinking. Y'all's mind is in the gutter.
Not mine. Mark was. You thought
Mark,
it first.
no, with a T on the end. Boot
Oh,
Barn.
boot. Well, okay.
I like that. That's funny. But yeah, I think you can order them online as well.
At the boot barn.
At the Boot Barn.
Uh, Lucky Duck
Remember,
said
it
boot
ends
barn.
with a T, not with a B. Okay, it's a T at the end.
What? This is the last question about the vortex. Diana, crazy about a Mercury. She wants to know how it is on the beach.
That is, I'm waiting to go test it. I know that there's been some of them that have just went and tested it, and if it's anything like the Apex, which I have found some gold rings, silver rings, in that salt. It's got a salt multi-frequency mode on it for the wet sand. I never even have to ground balance when I go to the beach and get into the wet sand. So if it's anything like that, it's going to be phenomenal. I could not ever believe the depth I would get in the sand because I have been beach hunting ever since I started for 25 years. So it's got to be a good beach machine for me to like it. So I cannot wait to go test it on the beach. So I'm sure it's going to be, if it's anywhere even close to the apex, which I imagine it's even better because I can get out in the water. So wade, and submerge it up to 15 feet. So I just know it's going to be amazing. But I'm waiting to try it. So after my hunt, hopefully I will have some time to go down to the beach and make some beach videos and see what I find.
And then watch out for it. Make sure you guys are all subscribed. I'm pretty certain you are, but You know how YouTube is. Just make
Right.
sure I've
Yeah,
been
you got to make
unsubscribed to
sure.
the channels I'm active on.
I would say most of my views on my YouTube channel are not non-subscribers.
Yeah, we
So
we
a
actually
lot
talked
of
about that one night.
people remember the name of my channel is Zero Discrimination. So it's a little harder to find. Just go look it up and or just type in Gypsy Jules and it'll probably pull up.
Probably.
Gypsy Jules
Either way,
Metal
zero
Detector.
discrimination or yeah, this time around I forgot to put the link in the description. Um the hurricane eye is onshore, crazy said.
Wow.
Oh wow.
So
That thing
let's
is
keep all
moving.
the positive thoughts to all those that were affected in southwestern North Carolina with the storm a week and a
Oh
half ago,
man.
and the people right now in the
Florida.
coast of Florida, which includes some very close friends of mine that live down in between Tampa and Tallahassee. Hopefully they went to Texas again. That's where they went for the last. So hopefully
Patrick? Oh, go ahead, Rich. I'm sorry.
that's right. What did Patrick say?
I'm with Patrick. No sand. I hate sand.
I
I
think that's
just
why my
hate
back
sand.
hurt throughout the other day because it was
I
on.
love the beach and I love sand.
I like the beach when there's nobody on it.
Well, yeah, I tell me about it. I really like to detect the beach when no one's there. So early in the morning, late in the evening, usually early in the morning because there's less people, maybe a
Well,
few joggers.
this time of year around here, there pretty much isn't anybody on the beach. So, but I'm not. I mean, I grew up on the shore here, and I'm
Mhm.
not much of a beach person. And
Yeah.
metal detecting, people ask me all the time, "Don't you go on the beach?" I'm like, "Not really. I don't want new stuff."
Yeah. When you like the relics, you know.
JVP needs an AT Pro hat. I might have one,
Thanks, Tom.
but I bet you Gypsy does.
I actually don't have any AT
Bill.
Pro hats right
Yeah,
now.
I, I thought
I
I had.
probably will at my hunt. I don't know yet.
Well,
Um,
put one on reserve. Put it with my pillow.
there you go.
Oh, Tom Kingery is a new member. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. All that goes to stuff to help the channel out. Gas for all the little excursions I go on. Pepperoos Bill's here. But Pepperoos, what's in the dirt? Said, "Hello, Gypsy."
Hi there.
So let's get on to your event. Um, Patrick said, "Go for an Iraq freedom veteran. I really hate sand. I fully can understand it, and thank you so much for your service."
Yes.
And all the other service members that are in the chat. I know a few of you are. Thank you. Um, thank you for affording us the freedom to do this. So, a question I'm pretty sure the few times that you've been on with Butch, by the way, everybody, we didn't have Butch tonight. I put him in the picture. I grabbed that picture because I liked it because it is Gypsy Jules and American Digger magazine, one day for each, that are putting on this hut in together. But Butch is in the UK, correct?
Yeah, Butch is in the UK right now.
Yeah, that's why he went live at like 3 in the morning here. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 in the morning.
So we couldn't have Butch on, which is okay. I'm pretty sure Gypsy could speak for both of them. But on your behalf, uh, what gave you the idea to do the first event?
The very first event, I have been over the years. I have so many people. Hey, Gypsy, can I hunt? I want to hunt with you. I want to hunt with you. But you know, you can only be at so many events during the year. I don't always have the money to go travel everywhere I'd love to. I mean, I would love to go travel to some of the places that I get invited to all the time, but 9 times out of 10, I can't afford it. Let's be honest. So I had so many people saying, I really want to hunt with you. So I was like, well, a lot of people were having events. So I said, just try it. So I had my very first event at a Lions camp because I had a friend. I I had a friend that worked there and it was actually her brother that worked at this Lions camp. The only problem I had with that one is it was very costly for me. So I way overspent. Of course, if anyone's ever had a hunt, they know the cost. If they have no clue what cost goes into this and the time, uh, you tend to always spend more money than you get because of last minute, you know, expenses that you don't always think of. Like I've had to go buy flags that I've got to set the boundaries. I have to buy the tape. You have to buy tickets. You have to buy name tags. I mean, the list goes on and on. I got to rent porta potties. You got to get insurance. Um, it's just on and on. And then with the hunt, I've also included a meal. So then you got to figure in the cost of that. It just goes, the expense just goes on and on and on. So that's why I lucked out this last year and this year getting it on my cousin's property. That helped some with expenses because it's not that far from where I live. So I'm able to keep the cost kind of low comparatively to a lot of other hunts.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, the cost of silver, the cost of
I hear that.
prizes, because this year I have not gotten as many donations this year. So
From my
it's,
understanding, a lot of manufacturers and a lot of dealers have actually not been able to donate too much.
yeah.
I did ask, some Scott. I was like, "Did you
Mhm.
talk to any of the manufacturers or any of the dealers because it's a fundraiser for a little girl?" And but I know like Vidi's a dealer. I From my understanding, like there's so many hunts now, so many going on, and it's
Yeah.
they can only donate so much. They can only
Yeah.
you know
And a
because
lot
they
of
they
them,
only get so many. Oops, where'd she go?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, she'll be back. I think her camera went out. Probably got a phone call. But anyway, like I was saying, yeah, I know a lot of dealers, including Vidi. She'll be back. Um, they can only spread it so far.
Yep.
Oh no, we are guestless. What do we do? What's up, Bart? Here she is. See?
I'm
There you
back.
are.
Sorry. Anyway, I forget where I was, but um, a lot of people don't realize how much money goes into these. And yeah, a lot of the sponsors ain't able to give. And I just haven't gotten, last year I had more individual people just send stuff, and I have not had that this year. Um, so I'm having to, and unfortunately, a lot of people want to wait till the last week before they make a decision. And I understand travel and all that, but it really hurts the people that plan these hunts because every dollar is, allotted to
Allocated, yeah.
what they can put in the ground,
Hmm.
and those last minute expenses that come up. I haven't even rented the porta potties yet, so I'm hoping I get a few more signups to go get
Just go to the
those.
dollar store and buy a bunch of little gardening shovels.
There you go.
Just tell them to go find a tree or a bush. That's
Tell them
all.
There
make
you go.
sure make sure they detect before they dig,
Uh,
because nobody wants to
right,
dig after.
right. But anyway, my main thing is if you're signing up for any hunt, try to sign up as soon as you can and not wait till the last minute because it really is hard for us to go out there and plant
Sure, Ralph.
these last minute or even get silver and coinage and all that because we need usually at least 2 weeks in advance, and it's only 3 weeks till my event. So,
Yes,
if
if you're on the fence, guys.
so yeah, if you're on the
What are you waiting
fence,
for?
it's going to be well worth it. What I'm doing this year different is I'm
Yeah,
planting
Telsa.
caches, and what's so fun about the caches is some of these caches have cash in them. They have jewelry in them.
Oh,
This one has silver in it. It has a copper round. This also has a marble in it. Probably one I found. It's got Civil War relics in there, as well as looks like that's a dollar coin. There's a barber dime. There's a buffalo nickel, a V nickel. Um, all these caches have all kinds of different unique prizes. And so there's going to be over 150 of these, besides the other small silver that I'm putting in the ground. Now I've got all kinds of caches. Here's another one.
Hang on, we're gonna make you solo again. By the way, real quick,
Mhm.
Taco Detector is from Chile.
Oh, hey, from Chile.
Yes. Well, oh no, I didn't mean to do
This one
Okay.
has
wrong button.
this an arrowhead,
Oh, nice.
and it's got three copper rounds in here. Um, it's uh, silver ring, a marble, some
Marble.
Indian heads, buffalo, all kinds of goodies in there. And then I'm going to have a bunch of these bigger ones that I'm planting. I
Holy
love
crap.
these.
Yeah, that's a lot bigger.
That's a lot bigger.
That's
So just a little bit about these big ones that I'm going to
That's
be. Whoops.
that's pirate booty there.
This is pirate booty. So what I love about this is by the time I finish, this is going to be full. So we've got jewelry in here. We've got Civil War bullets. We've got lots of different coins that are in some little things. Let's see, this one, that's some more silver coins. India. What is that? That's a silver coin right there. Oh, look, $100 bill.
ooh.
Well, okay, are you going to have a map of where all this is at? And can you share it with
Right?
me? I'll give you my email address. You just shoot it to me.
Exactly.
Biddy said, "Wow, Blackbeard's treasure chest."
Right?
Hey, look, whoever finds that just paid for their whole
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did.
the
They
whole
totally
thing.
paid for their hunt. So it's got brand new pocket knives. I ordered a bunch of these. It's got more jewelry in there.
Mm.
Uh, Indian heads. There's a buffalo nickel. So all kinds of caches. This whole field's going to be full of caches. Then for the prize tokens, I
There's
actually
more.
found there is more. I don't have them here.
But
They're out in my.
you need to go dollar store and get those little fake pirate gemmy things to fill those treasure chests up with. So when they open it up, there's
Yeah,
those little, there's those little plastic
yeah. Well, what I
diamond things.
got for the tokens, they're miniature. They look like this, but they're miniature, and you can fit a coin in them. They're miniature treasure chest, and those will be the prize tokens. So they will all be numbered and match up to a prize, and there'll be either a silver coin or an Indian head or something inside there that they'll want to keep. Besides, they'll pop that chest open and it'll correlate to a number, and then they'll also get that prize that correlates to that little thing, and they get to keep the little treasure chest as well. So,
Talko thanked me for you saying hello to his channel.
uh,
His English, Daka speaks Spanish.
oh wow.
So, mi
I think he
español
told
es muy bueno. Mi español es así, así. And Daka
you
inglés.
no hablo.
No hablo español, no comprendo nada porque soy americano, no necesito.
See,
I just know no moss, por favor. That's it.
Is that your safe?
That's it, man.
I was gonna say, is that your safe word?
Yeah.
Sorry, going in the wrong direction.
uh-oh.
Yeah, that's
Silver
tomorrow, Rachel. That's for tomorrow's show.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
yeah. Okay, you're right.
For the after show?
It's kind of like it, but I host a show on Thursday nights called the Dream
Okay.
Stream, and
Oh,
it's total off the wall chaos.
oh, I love it. That's
It's
great.
everything
No,
and
very
anything. We'll talk
chill.
about metal detectors and we'll talk about sex. We'll go everywhere.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Fun.
So these treasure chests are going to ring up crazy numbers,
They
Diane.
will. They'll be all over. So besides those chests, there will be other stuff in the ground, like silver coins, other, little goodies as well. No relics. Any relics or anything that are found will be natural. There is some natural stuff on the land. So last year, I think there was a natural ring found. Um,
Cool.
there was a lot of cool old farm related. There was an old farmhouse there, and so and maybe two, possibly even three old homesteads. So there's no telling what they might find because last year the field that I used is so big that I only used less than half of the field. So
Wow.
this year it's going to be a lot more. So I'm anxious to
Wow.
see what else people find naturally there as well.
So we got an iron antler. That's Beard. Bone Dead was already in here. That's his wife. So it's Beauty and the Beard. James and Risha, but I call Risha because I know I'm always saying her name wrong. Um, Bone Dead because that's her channel. So we have a raid from them, which includes the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. So Gypsy meet Gypsy.
Hey, Gypsy.
Who else came in with them? And I forgot to say hi to Relic
Sparky.
Reaper. A lot of people.
The
Jody.
vanilla gorilla. I love it. People just get more
Jody.
creative.
So yes, hello to everybody from the Iron Antler raid. Thank you, Beard, for bringing all your Wednesday people over this way. Beard and I used to be tandem. I would be from 7 to 8. He would be from 8 to 9, or 8 to 11, whatever. When I went to 7:30, he went back to 7, which 6 his time, because sometimes he
Oh,
streams so late and he's got a little one. So I
oh
try to
wow.
visit before, or if I finish and he's still going, I'll go after. Beard is very instrumental in a lot of the subscriber count that I got. He pushed a couple times and helped me get to a couple of the milestones. So Beauty and the Beard, I love them to death. They're really good people. They're magnet fishers and they detect.
Awesome.
And Bone Dead has a really rad Jeep. Then we also had Stacia come in.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
She's probably just so
Sparky.
tinkle pink that I'm still saying her name right because I used to say Stacia.
Ah,
But so hello to everybody that we missed. Um, so after this hunt, which, like I said, you all, you can go on what is it, gypsyjewels.com?
no, it's
Yeah,
gypsydigs.com.
Oh.
gypsydigs.com. You can go to her Facebook, Zero Discrimination. There's a Zero Discrimination group.
There's
You
a
can
zero
go,
discrimination group, a zero discrimination page, and then there's, of course, my website, gypsydigs.com, or just Google Gypsy Jules metal detecting, and all that'll pop up.
yep, or you can go to Dirt Therapy if you're not already a member. Why aren't you? Matter of fact, Nightbot just shared the link.
There you
We only
go.
need a few more to get to 500. Come on, people. It's an open group. As long as you're respectful to each other and you don't spam it, you're welcome to come in it. Share your videos, share your questions, share your finds, whatever. I don't have anything private, got nothing to hide. So you're all welcome. And I do have the flyer on there too. So, and I do share it every time Gypsy shares it. I was over there on my phone going share, 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 share.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I
Hopefully, at
appreciate it.
least one person bought a ticket because I shared it.
I
Yeah.
feel terrible because I have not marketed my hunt hardly at all. It's been very
That's what
minimal
you got
because I've
friends
been
for.
so busy this year. In fact, I hope I wasn't too late getting on here tonight because I came straight.
No, no, no. It was fine.
We
It's
we
fine.
opened up a business for my boys, my ex and I came straight from town, worked all day there. While I was there, and any downtime I had, I've started my second book. Um, it's totally different from my last book. Just Digging It is my last book available on Amazon. Beginner's Guide to
Get
Metal
me one.
Detecting. But my new one is called um, Forbidden History, and it's going to be totally different. So, and much thicker. So, it should be a very interesting read and eye opening to a lot of people. So, it's still in the beginning stages, but I got to really start working on it because I would like to get it um, finished by early January. It would be nice to put it out at the first of the year. So, anyway, that's my goal. And then among that, I just got back from filming in Arizona and about to pack up and go to Arkansas on Friday. And then as soon as I get back for that, I've got to go plant these nice little things so people can dig them at my hunt and wrap that up, all the last minute things. So my schedule won't slow down until hopefully a week or so after my hunt. But then already I'm going to. Right now, I can't think of the state. It's another state where I'll be doing gold prospecting. So I'll be bringing the Axiom with me that I have, the Garrett gold machine, the newer gold machine, and hopefully coming back with some gold nuggets to pay for my trip. So,
I gotta tell you, when the Axiom came out, before it came out, before they when they were leading up to it, I was so excited it was going to be the new, you
the
know,
new
yeah. And I'm
vortex.
like, yes, finally, yes, Axiom. Well, I'm not going for gold. Taka said, "Tell Gypsy if she can send me a greeting to my channel, please."
Okay. Um, I think I'm actually subscribed. I think he's commented on my stuff several
Yeah,
times, and
just
I'm subscribed
hola, just say
to
hola, Taka.
his. Hola, hola, Talca.
Yeah, Taka's very, very good supporter of a lot of channels.
Yeah,
I,
I think
I
I'm subscribed, and if
I'm
I
actually
remember
gonna have him
correctly,
one night. When I do, I'll let you know ahead of time because
yeah, let me
he was
know. I'd
on
love
Cape
to.
Cod. He was on Cape Cod metal detecting, and Cape Cod's wife is her first language is English, Spanish.
Well, then, yeah, you got to have an interpreter.
Yeah,
So
so because my Spanish, I mean, once they hear I can speak a little, then they go "Blah, blah, 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 blah," and I'm like, okay, no, you just lost me. No
that's like
rap with
me in
it.
sign language. I forgot so much of it. I can't do it
I
anymore.
could do my
Yep.
name and the alphabet and you know John Leguizamo's bullshit. Yeah, you know I did you know who John Leguizamo is?
Uh-uh.
Oh, he was saying how his uncle was deaf and made his own sign language, so he would do like this. Wait, how did
Oh.
he do? Yeah, like this. He was, bullshit, Johnny. Excuse my French. Sorry about that. But if you watch John Leguizamo, it's in a stand-up act. It was funny. Um, and I can't really get far enough back to make the bowl for BS there, but there's no children here tonight. But yeah, when I arrange it with Cape Cod's wife to come, when we all three talk, Cape Cod and I have the time to get together and do it, so more people can get to know who Taka is. He's really good people. He's a huge channel supporter. He supports so many. I don't know how he supports so many.
That's amazing.
And he does come in a lot of lives, which I know is difficult for him because you don't get the translation as the live is going. So he could look at
Right.
the transcript later and
After.
yeah, or he could look at the
Hola,
closed,
hola, Talca.
closed
No,
caption.
no,
No habla
whatever,
español.
whatever. Only hablo español. I mean, no hablo español. No, how do you say speak?
That's it.
No.
You just said I don't speak Spanish.
I
No,
thought it was
hablo
understand.
español.
I thought hablo was understand.
No, hablo is speak. I speak.
Speak. Okay.
Comprendo is I understand.
Understand. Okay. Yeah. Comprendo. It's been a while.
I'm very fluent in I don't speak, I don't understand. I don't know any. Whoops. I think she keeps pulling her cord. Where'd you go? Oh no, it's just me and Mark again.
Oh, here we go again.
She'll be back again. It happens. She uses her phone. Um, yeah, so we'll arrange that. You're welcome. No problemo, Taka. No problemo. Um, here she is. You ready?
Yeah, I'm getting phone calls and it keeps kicking me off.
Yeah, don't
Uh-oh.
you have where you could like um
I've got
don't
a do not disturb, but it's not working.
apparently. You know, they want you to buy a new phone. He said,
Yeah.
"Thank you very much, Gypsy from Chile." Um, so yeah, so we're gonna have him on, and when I do arrange that,
Yeah, let me know
I'll
if
let you
I'm
know.
free.
See,
I will try my
yeah,
best.
it's,
Yes,
it's really hard to pin Gypsy down. Just so you
it
guys know,
is.
it's very hard. I
It
text her
is.
7,000 times a
Especially
day,
lately. I
and then
mean,
I just
I've
send
been,
crying faces, and you hate me. You're not my friend anymore. I
no, I still have people I have not caught up on all the messages and phone calls since I've even back from Arizona. I am so behind. And I apologize if anybody has tried to reach me, but
no
it's
worries.
it's been insane.
I put the little feeler out a few times a week. I send a good morning. Sometimes I send a little coffee cup or
Love my coffee.
positive vibes for the day kind of quote or just good morning.
We can always use those positive vibes, right?
Yep. Every now and then there's something I do it to other people too, but it's just something that tells me they need something positive to start their day, and I'll send them something like good
Right.
morning. That's usually then, but you can tell my good morning one is eh good morning. But then I'm like, oh, gifts. I send a little coffee cup.
So,
Gypsy likes her coffee.
Gypsy, what TV shows are you going to be on pretty soon?
So I've got actually five different things going on right now, five different projects. That's why I'm so swamped, so much traveling. Um, two of these are self-produced,
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm working on the production side now, so I'm learning a lot with that. And but some of them I can't really quite talk about them yet. But one of
Figured.
them, if you've heard, was with Brandon Sutton that's having the hunt this this weekend. We've actually only filmed two episodes. Um, and then he's been so busy, and I've been so busy, and Riley has had some stuff going on with his family. So hopefully we will resume filming the rest of the season, the rest of the fall, I'm hoping. That one is called The Time Travelers, and it's just metal detecting different
Oh,
permissions. So it's really cool. Then I have several others. The one I just got back from, which is called Mysteries of the Missing. Um, and then we've got um many others
okay.
that I'm working on, and which one will be finished finished producing first, I don't know yet. So once I have that information, I'll be releasing that. Um, but anyway, that's where those are right now.
Oh, let's try to
Very
get
cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get my cable back turned on so I can watch them.
Well, some of them will be on streaming services, which what I love about
Oh, okay.
streaming services, like if some of you are familiar with Tubi
Yeah,
you can stream for free, and you just have to watch the commercials. That's the main thing,
yeah.
just like regular TV. But you can stream for free, and the best part is it of Tubi. I think you can download an app. I don't know if it costs for the app, but you can download a Tubi app, or I think you can get it free on like if you have Fire TV or Roku.
Oh, I
Um,
got Roku. We're good.
so
I have
you should be able.
Chromecast.
And then
It likes
there's
to keep
another one
connected.
called True TV Plus. It's free as well. That
Okay.
some of them will be streaming on, and then the other one's TBA to be announced. So
I just
Awesome.
put in the chat to everybody because when Talca comes in, he says, "Hey, Mike, great finds." You know, Mike hunts with bow a lot.
yeah.
People put in when Talca comes in, he'll say good night to my friend, like he said, hi, out Lucky Digger. And I said, well, yeah, he says, I don't know much English. But people think he's saying good night, you know,
Yeah.
goodbye. So they're like, goodbye. And I'm like, no. When he's writing good night, it's like a direct translationing from his Spanish of good evening.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
You know,
You're just saying good evening.
Buenos Aires, Buenos
Right.
noches, you know. So it's like good evening, but his translation is coming good night. So he means,
Gotcha.
good evening.
Right.
Yeah, no, typing Spanish without autocorrect
Mm. I can't imagine.
trying to autocorrect, forget it. No, I don't know. My phone doesn't even understand me when I do speak to text. Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla says Pluto is good too and free streaming TV.
Yes. Yes. There's
Yeah,
going to
I
be
use
quite a
Arkansas.
few different channels that some of them will stream on, and hopefully we'll get to cut a contract with Netflix, but that's still
That
Oh,
means you'll
that'd be
come
good.
here, because the
in the
Netflix
word.
studios are right here in Monmouth County,
Cool. That
where
would
Fort
be
Monmouth
awesome.
used to be, where we used to have a military.
Sweet. Sweet, sweet. That would be awesome.
Maybe if I walk there, I might lose some of the back weight gain I've got.
Can imagine with your surgery, though. I know it's hard.
Oh,
Speaking of Aqua Chigger, though, you were talking about Aqua Chigger. He'll be at the hunt this weekend, so I'll be seeing Aqua Chigger. Bo.
yeah, Mike just said he's in Arkansas currently.
Yeah.
I did ask him if he was going to be available the weekend of the 19th, but I
Hmm.
asked him a while back, and he was like, I don't know where, I'll be sent, what hunts I'll be sent to, so I don't know. I don't remember what he said he had going on. He came back later with that.
Well, I know he's been filming another season, so I don't know. I guess they've just finished.
Yeah. So that's was all good. I told him to keep his spring open because I do plan to take an actual like group, like a gathering of people. It's not going to be a hunt, but it's going to be a hunt. You're not going to have to pay for it on that Vermont property.
Okay, yeah.
Try to get a bunch of people together to go.
That'll be fun.
Well, it's going to be good because like only me and Dan Nelson have hunted it.
Wow.
No Man's Land relic recovery. What do you say? Greg King said you could try out the vortex in a lane they are setting up. I guess that's at the hunt.
Yeah, I'm not sure who Greg King is. But
Taka
yeah,
said
they're going to be doing. We'll be burying things like they did before, letting people test. As far as I know, that they'll be doing that. So
Crazy says on Roku there's actually a metal detecting channel that you can stream on. That's probably the one you'll be streaming on.
probably.
Let me try interpreting without Google Translate. Thank you very much, my friend Jersey Ray Diggs, for the hello. Mikana, I don't know. From Gypsy. It is an honor
Muchas gracias. Thank you.
from Corazon, Chile. I
Mucho
didn't do
welcome. Mucho welcome. I don't know.
Garrett marketing guy, Greg King.
Oh, that's the new guy, I think.
Look it
Or
up. Ooh.
I don't know who Greg King is. Well, I know there's. Oh, Greg King. Okay, I know who you're talking about. Yes. Greg.
That's my channel to Gypsy.
There's
Yeah.
the guy.
Thank you, Lucky Duck. I was trying to like translate the Mikanao, but I couldn't. The brain was just like, that's not something you don't say all the time, so we don't know. I used to speak not fluently, but very, very passably when I worked with racehorses 30 something years ago. But when you don't use it, you lose it. Because I worked with a lot
Right.
of South Americans at the racetrack. And if I would say something to them, they go, oh, no, habla inglés. Okay, hablo español. ¿Y?
Right.
But no más trabajando con los caballos. So I don't work with the racehorses. Let's see. Thank you very much, my friends. Jersey Ray Diggs. Tagged me anyway. You're welcome. Muchos gracias. Muchos cumpleaños. No, that's many compliments. No problemo. De nada. De nada. Crazy said, I love Aqua Chigger. Yeah, I was looking to see if he was available the weekend for the Ainsley hunt, Ainsley Kate hunt, because I knew you were going to be there. Amanda's going to be there. And I thought it'd be cool.
I'm not going to make it.
You're not going to make it?
Mm-mm. I got too much going on. I was hoping to make it, and it's just not going to happen. Unfortunately, I really wanted to go.
I really wanted you to go. Now I'm sad.
I'm sorry. I really wanted to go.
Yeah, it's a.
Well,
I
the
know
problem
he's.
is it's right in the middle of where I'm working on my hunt, and
Yeah, I know.
my trip
19 for sure.
from Arizona just took a little longer than what I had hoped, and then
It's all
anyway.
good. I'm sure Scott understands.
Oh yeah.
And
Yes.
your thoughts are with Ainsley Kate, so it's not a big
Yeah.
deal. She's a little fighter.
Yeah, she is. She'll
This is
be
a pretty
fine.
cool idea to. Everybody that chipped in.
Take
I
care,
know he
Shannon.
said he has like over 200 pieces of silver, and that's not even what I'm sending him yet.
Yeah.
And I know Amanda.
It's gonna be a great hunt. And I know Amanda sent an amazing thing. So thanks for y'all sending all those goodies. I know that they'll be much appreciated and she will get great benefit from it. So
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
really good cause.
I mean, 100% of the money he's bringing in because of the donations of silver
yeah.
and prizes and things like that. I donated a detector, and I actually no, I don't have it here. I was gonna say I donated. Do I have it here? No, I'll show you guys. Hang on.
Oh, she left.
I did, but at least I left a pretty screen. Don't mind my sweatpants. I have physical therapy today. Okay, so I donated a Morgan.
Cool.
And 1 ounce silver. This one is Kentucky, actually. I have a couple. U.S. State Silver Bar, one full troy ounce. And then I'm bringing these, even though the melt value of the silver in here is worth more than these. I told him I wasn't going to mail them because this is heavy.
That's
and
awesome.
There's one small book in there, but that book only takes up that much room and doesn't weigh that much. The rest of what's in here is all silver coins and probably about 40, 50 wheat pennies, but the rest of this whole box, and it's got to weigh 7-8 pounds, is all silver.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so y'all ain't getting too many giveaways now. So I'm just saying.
I think they'll survive. They'll survive.
They will. I kept some things, I mean, I got a small handful I kept, and it's mostly dimes, a couple quarters. And so it should be a good hunt. And Mike asked where it was. It's the 19th, Mike, and it's in Rhode Island. I may head up the night before if you want to go. And on Hip Camp, there's a couple places that you can camp for the night for like $30-$40 or something. So, anybody got any other questions for Miss Gypsy?
Not here.
No questions for me because I don't feel like answering any.
Yeah, don't bother asking me because I'll just ignore you.
Yeah, see, that's how Mark is. Well, let me know, Mike. I'll get in touch with you, text you or message you. Oh, Shannon Dalton left. Good night, Shannon. Cuz.
Yeah.
That's my cuz. We're both descended from the Dalton gang. I think we're like fourth cousins, 3 or 4 times, 5 times removed or something.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, Patrick asked again the most favorite find ever. I think we got off it and didn't actually get it.
No, we
Did
did.
you ever see him? Did you? What was it? Oh, the thing in the Netherlands.
The news,
Yep.
Yeah,
Netherlands. I mean, that's one of
the
my favorite finds. My other favorite find, I found a Civil War Eagle officer belt buckle. That was another one of my favorite. And now I'm really wish I could find a CS buckle or a US buckle. I still haven't found a US buckle.
I
Someday,
haven't seen either of those buckles. I'm too
someday.
far north.
You never know, though. You never
Yeah, oh
know.
no,
The
we
speed
had
it is.
regiments here. We had
Right. Well, and I think a lot of finds sometimes, like I found a lot of Civil War stuff at old homesteads and stuff because people would come back from the war and they would still wear a lot of times some of their, uniforms for a little while and use it. So
what did he say here?
1783.
Carlos the Third. So he has a real.
Wow, that's
Cool.
fantastic. Congrats.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is wonderful.
Yeah. Didn't understand the
Now,
first one. Carlos the Third, I know.
that does remind me of another one of my favorite finds I found. You were there. You were helping me film.
Oh yeah, it's in one of my videos.
Yeah, my cut real.
Yeah, that was. I might have to remake that video since I can't make any new ones right now and jazz it up even more. I'm gonna put it in a short.
Man, a musket would be amazing.
Yeah, I know. When he shared that picture, I was like just chilling out. I think it was after physical therapy, and he was like, "I can't believe I just found this." And I think I was like the first person to see it because it was like
That's
0
epic.
seconds. I was like, "Oh man,
That's epic.
oh look at Jim."
Yes, Jim. I do consider myself very lucky right now.
Workman's. I found a U.S. buckle a while ago and one of my best finds. Nice.
That's
One of these
awesome.
days I'll find one.
Yeah, y'all will.
Does the Vortex have an ergonomic swing like the Apex?
It is designed a little bit differently, so it's designed more straight shaft. So, um, but I mean, I used it for several hours just swinging, and it was great. So
That straight shaft makes a difference.
it it does, but I kind of got used to the Apex. I don't know which one I like better, honestly.
It
So I
feels
got it
once you've gotten used to that straight shaft, you'll feel that the curved shaft makes it much more nose heavy than it probably is.
really. I don't
Definitely.
know. Maybe it's because of the way maybe it's just the way I swing. It's going to take some time to get used to it, I guess.
Taka has another question, so this one I have to put into translate because I understood electronica. This makes I couldn't do this on my phone. Can you ask Gypsy if she has an email, please?
It is MichelleGypsyWoods@gmail.com with
And
one L.
it's all lowercase.
Yeah. MichelleGypsyWoods@gmail.com. It's one L.
I'm typing it in
All right.
because I cheat on on Gmail. I just put in MI and you show up. Hopefully that's right.
Looks right.
Okay. Mike wants the. There it is, Taka, in the chat. Can you select specific frequency on the vortex it, or is it always in multi?
Yeah, you can switch it to a single or multi in the multi salt.
And then in the switching into the single, do you have different options in the single? Like with certain other brands, you could do four, what is it, 4, 10, 14, 15? I don't know. All the way up to 40.
Yep. Yep.
Cool. I can't wait to get one. You should tell Steve he should just send me one
Right.
because like I'm a really cool influencer
There you go.
and people know I swing my AT Pro. And I tell people all the time, I will hunt you. You can buy a brand new whatever, and I will
Once you
out.
get used to a machine, I mean, you can. So many people. That's part of the problem. Is a lot of people will switch midway, and they won't, you know, take the time to really know the ins and outs and the nuances of a machine. And I've seen people out hunt people with some of the fanciest, most expensive machines on the market with their older technology just because they know that machine
Exactly.
in
The
and
best
Yeah.
machine
out.
out there is the one you know, and the one you can afford, as long as it ain't from Amazon China.
Right.
You know, I've seen some crazy name brands out there.
Whew, yeah, I get those emails every week. I would love to send you this machine. I'm like, sorry,
No, thank you.
thank you.
Well, I would tell them no too, and I'm not brand loyal yet. So
Yeah.
I wear them all when I'm out. I have Garrett gloves, Mind Lab hat right now because I told you that my bow hat finally died. I
Oh
texted him. It's been
no.
up for 6 years. It got a big
Uh,
split right here. I got a
uh,
new one for you. So the next time I see him, hopefully he'll have it on him because I was gonna wear yours and I didn't think about it when I was changing the shirt. I said I should wear my gypsy shirt.
there you go. Ooh, you got the shirt though, so that's good.
So any other questions from the peanut gallery before we get off here? Tick tock, tick tock. But so after your hunt, while we're waiting to see if there's any more questions about your hunt or anything, what do you have more plans to go to more hunts?
Um, I really don't have any more hunts that I can think of, unless there's something that comes up. It's pretty much all filming and prepping for my book. And I do have the gold mining thing that I'll be doing and filming with the Axiom. And that's about all I can think of at the moment.
And then you
No more.
hopefully take a little break in the winter.
Oh, probably a little in December. A little. We'll see.
Right. So there doesn't seem to be any more questions. So I think a lot of the answers they've gotten from everything we talked about tonight.
Well, awesome. Well, I
So
appreciate you having me
Mm.
on, and it was good to see you, Mark.
Good to
And
see you too,
yeah,
Michelle.
don't
and
drop off when we go before we go before we end. So next week, guys, I believe is the third Wednesday. Let me just check my calendar because I can never remember. And I like to tell you ahead of time if I'm not streaming. Let me see. I have to count the Wednesdays. Oh, yep. Wow, there's 6 Wednesdays this month.
Hmm.
No, 5. There's 5 Wednesdays. Anyway, next Wednesday there will not be a live stream because I got to do the union thing, even though we don't have a contract. But it's been almost 2 years. Uh, be back the following Wednesday. If you have any ideas on who you'd like to see come up here, and I ask the usual harder questions than I did the Gypsy, like if you could sit down with any 4 people, alive or dead, and have a conversation with them, who would it be and why? I didn't ask you that tonight.
oh, me,
Mm-hmm.
dead or alive? You said
Mm-hmm. Any 4 people you could sit down and have coffee with, dead or alive.
Jean Lafitte.
That's a good one.
um. Hmm. Man, that's a pretty big list. I think they'd all be dead.
Yes, I did, JPB.
Mark said stuff. Mark works all day. I'm lucky I got Mark up here with me. Y'all got to realize he works hard every day. Um, yeah, I usually ask stuff like that. I know you haven't seen one of my interviews before, like when I had Robert Thiessen and Nathan and Corey from Come Out Swinging. All right, so we'll have Gypsy on maybe in the new year at some point when she's not too busy, and we can hammer her down again. Also, by the way, guys, we didn't talk about Treasure Vortex, and I really wanted to because I'm usually there every Monday except for club meeting night, and then I peek in, and I don't see none of you there. Now I don't know
Treasure
where to go.
Vortex Monday night. We're also once our thing switches over now. Spreaker is changing their format, and we won't be able to do live streams. It would all be pre-recorded, so we're switching platforms. And so we will probably be doing, just like we are tonight, some sort of StreamYard or of some sort. That way it'll go on multiple forms, also still podcast form as well.
Right, and you can
But
still upload the audio to Spreaker for people listening
yeah. And
later.
so it'll be different. So
Cool.
with Spreaker, it won't be live, but we'll have other forms. But we're waiting till the contract kind of runs out because we're already paid a certain amount through. So anyway,
Yeah, so
um,
definitely for the remainder of the year, anyway. Monday nights on Spreaker, that's speaker with
Spreaker,
R, Spreaker. Look for Treasure Vortex. Come hang out. Amanda's got an awesome voice to listen to, and
she
Gypsy
does.
isn't so bad too. And
Texas twang.
they usually have guests every Monday night, so come hang out on Monday night. It's a good little group in there. If you can't make it Monday night, you can always listen at the podcast and any of the previous podcasts anytime you want to on Spreaker. Like when I drive on my long trips, sometimes I'll throw on the older ones that I missed and listen to them through Bluetooth on my radio. Hey, Richie,
Hey, Richie.
that is mean.
Richie, hey,
And also, FL Thunder came in too for a real quick hello. Um,
hey,
so yeah, check out Treasure Vortex. Let's keep supporting Gypsy in all the ways other than just YouTube videos, you know, and Amanda Degas, and check them out Monday nights. There's
appreciate it.
yeah, sometimes Richie's in there.
Yeah, sometimes he is.
Yes, sometimes he is. So if you want to hang out with the cool people, I'm just saying it's cooler than Wednesday night. I'm just saying. Except for Iron Antler stream. I'm just saying it is cooler than Wednesday night on Monday
Lewis.
night podcast. Just putting it out there. Hey Lewis. So yeah, we're gonna end this now. I will see you all. Thanks, Richie, for stopping in. I really truly appreciate it. And you too, Lewis and FL Thunder. Even though you guys are a little bit late, sorry about that. Transformer in the backyard just blew up an hour ago. We're sitting here in the dark
Oh man,
listening to the wind and rain pounding us. Well, our thoughts and prayers are with everybody affected by the storm.
yes.
What is it, Milton? Coming through right now, and Helene that was just there not even 2 weeks ago. We are thinking about you guys, and stay strong and stay safe.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do anything stupid. Stay safe. Don't go driving your car. Stay safe. All right. Peace, everybody. See you in 2 weeks. I don't know where Mark will be next Wednesday, but I know where I'll be. And you got anything to say, Mark?
Yeah, if you get out and hunt, if you get out and do some hunting, find something stupid cool.
You want to say something, Gypsy?
Just thanks everybody. Appreciate it, and I appreciate all your support. And thanks for being here with Jersey Ray and Mark tonight.
What, Monardo do something stupid? Nah, I'm not talking about you, Rob. All right, everybody. Be nice to each other. Be kind. It's free. Cost you nothing. Peace.